Since the beginning, Generations Church wanted to change the world.
When we started the church, I was 17.
I was 16.
I was 15.
I was 13.
I was 15 years old. I got saved in the middle of a worship service.
I do remember it starting in my backyard with 9 kids. And I remember so vividly Pastor Rich standing on our deck preaching to those 9 kids like he was preaching to the multitudes.
Through the pressure of even just day one starting Generations, Pastor Rich has brought me to a place where I've gone farther than I ever thought I could.
Pastor Rich and Melissa have been the greatest examples of faith in my life that I have ever known.
Since the beginning, it's always been about the presence of God.
I've been with Generations Church since the beginning, and I've been able to see God do incredible things more than we can ask or imagine.
Our pastors are awesome, and they carry vision in their hearts.
There was about 25 kids attending church, and it was passionate. It was crazy. There was lights, but they were in a coffee can. There was black tarps with spray paint on it, and it was awesome because we always made it excellent.
Our 40-day fast, we started the church.
The church was birthed out of that revival.
This little trailer, we turned it into this amazing youth church, you know, and then that wasn't enough, and we maxed out where we were at there, and then we knocked out the wall, and then we turned it into a bigger youth church, and that wasn't enough, and we maxed out where we were at there, and then we built a coffee shop, and literally adults were coming and wanted to see this youth church that we had created.
We've seen God take us from a hotel room in our first meeting to another church and to bring us into this building.
We always used every building we had to the maximum capacity.
Building this place has been an experience that I will always remember.
And now, we stand in the back or being in the sound booth, you see how small it really is and how we need a bigger place, how we're going to have multiple services. It's just really awesome to see.
Since the beginning, I have seen hundreds of people's lives changed.
I've seen the favor of God in my personal life, in my business.
I've seen God do a supernatural work in the lives of those that started the church, all the way to the new thousands of people that are coming.
God's done incredible things, and I'm so excited for what He still has in store for our church and for the vision.
Out of just a small youth church, we became this movement.
I know that the Generations Church, that this is the first of many decades where we're going to reach the lost and where we're going to be able to change the world.
Since the beginning,
Revival broke out.
I was never the same.
Tested to grow in my character.
There was zeal. There was passion.
My life has changed.
Live my entire life for God.
Passionate for God.
Since the beginning, it's been all about relationships.
Since the beginning, I've just been passionately in love with Jesus.
Since the beginning, Generations Church has been radical, and we still are radical today.